This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearkats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearkats. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Sam Houston Bearkats offense will get first crack at it here. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking to pass. It's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Porter.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
The Bearcats decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Baldwin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Baldwin. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Watson. It's complete to the right. Sweet spin. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Leaves it with the running back.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The Bearcats are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Watson. This time it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
7, Sam Houston, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. 8th play of the drive coming up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Black. Quick step and go. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Watson. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The extra point here would tie the game.
For the extra point.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the 2nd. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Connection to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give out of the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Bearkats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Pulls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the tight end. From the gun. Give on the inside. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bearkats send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Cook. At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense will quickly use a timeout. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative. Breaks into the open. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Now the play fake. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Fires to the tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Watson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to fire on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
The Bearkats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on over. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fires deep on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
The play action fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and made. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Black. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Bearkats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The give on the option. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearkats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's O'Neal. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Petway. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Grab behind the line. It's Rex-Steiner. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Rex-Steiner. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Snagged in the middle. It's Petway.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew that he had the slant throw right in behind.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think on that third and long, man, they said, forget the pass. Like, we're just going to run the option, and the quarterback makes the right read. He keeps it. And I think they were trying to cut down this fourth down and make it more manageable. So mission accomplished by this offense.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Hold and fire complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're dealing with a second and long. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's O'Neal. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
Caught near the sticks. It's Reed. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Watson. Got his man.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Black. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. He'll set up to throw. Trying to barrel in. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. From the gun, the ground game. Got the 1st down and more. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on 1st down from the 43. Looking for a man, it's Watson. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Reed. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And this to lock things up late. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
What a kick for that young man right there. And you just see the way it energized and galvanized his entire sideline. They've tied it up late. This thing's going to OT, and they look like they are ready to rock.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Back to pass, it's Watson. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll run play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense sets the tone right off the jump. Great job executing. This is exactly why you want to play defense first and not giving up yards, forcing a long field goal.
So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Absolutely perfect. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Gives it on the option. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Petway. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Now on third down and at the very least trying to get into a little better field goal position. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking for room, it's Cook. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.